Okay, we're still working on this little guy. Haven't really named him yet, I guess. A standing branch Santa. Sounds good to me. It's going to be a standing branch Santa. It's funny I have to give everything names, but we're going to go up here and we're going to just trim off his hat a little bit more. Here. Alright. And I'm going to bring this in a little bit. Right there. Alright. Now I'm still digging out those eyes because they're a very focal point, a very focus point here on a carving. So we're trying to dig those out a little deeper and try to do clean cuts, you know. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring this out and around. It may not be exactly as what I drew it on here, but it's going to be darn close. Alright. We're not going to go all the way down. We're going to go about there and then bring this up and around. You got to kind of know where the middle is here, and that seems to be about the middle there. Whoops. For some reason that doesn't look right. Just layer a little piece off. That's what I do. Sometimes it's easier than trying to erase things. It'd be a mess. I'm going to go up a little ways here. And then I'm going to come down, bring that around, and bring this down a little bit. Okay, that gives me a little more of a guideline. Bring that down a little bit. Okay. And the mouth will go in there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the top of the beard, mustache, and we're just going to follow that down on either side. And we're going to bring it up and around and meet it. These are all stop cuts when you do a straight cut in, and then you go back and you clean it up. Oops. Alright, so. And actually this can go pretty deep right here. That's what we'll do. And we're going to try to go straight in for his mouth. Alright. Same here. We're going to just take little pieces out. And what we're going to do is go right alongside of that nose on either side. Try to chop that little piece out. Just like so. We're just going to get the beginning here. We're going to go deeper, but we got to know where everything is at first before we can do that. Because you can make things look really neat by giving it some deep cuts and all. Okay? See how that's working out? And we're going to do this other side as well. Alright. We're going to come up here. Oh, that's the other part of the nose. We're going to do a kind of a deep cut right there where it meets. Because actually, this has to go underneath the beard. So, like, it's the illusion that the beard's sticking out over top of it. Okay. Hey, he's coming along pretty good, folks. So far, I'm pleased. I haven't made one this big before, so it's kind of fun to do something a little different. The other things I was doing different things with the branch guys, like doing some animals, and you know, really, there's a wide variety of things you can do with those. You know, and they're nice and easy to take along. Really, it's really a cool thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm trying to think if I should do it that way. Maybe I should. Let me trim a little bit of this off, folks, over here. Alright. I'm going to just trim a little bit of that off. It's sometimes when I do a carving online like I'm doing now, sometimes I don't know the direction I'm going to be going with it. We're going to do his shoulders here. Now see, you got to kind of match that up a little bit where it is. That one's not really higher than the other. But what we're going to do is we're going to just trim some of this out yet underneath here. I want that beard to stick out pretty good. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this little piece out again. We're just going to make a little kind of a deep cut. See how we have that for the shoulder? Alright. Same thing over here. I'm going to dig that out a little bit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You can tell I'm getting older. Don't remember where I put the cuts. It is a little more difficult to find because it's wet. Alright, it's damp, and like when I put my hand on it, I can feel it's damp all the way through. It's just like if you sprayed it with the alcohol and water. But okay, what we're going to do here is I'm going to dig this out just a tad further down here. This nice and deep. I really want you to be able to see that. Okay, the other thing we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and cut the feet out. Okay, so we're just going to do it this way. It's a little bit far when I did that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the tip of our knife. We're just going to do this side first. And chop that out. And do this side here. And chop that out. Make it a little bit more. Alright, now we're just going to follow this up. Just follow this line that I have drawn here. Okay. And we're just going to undercut. Now you're not going to round off the bottom of that coat. That will stay as it is. Okay, we're going to put a little center cut down the center to separate the shoes. Okay. We're going to have to fix this up a little bit more. Okay. And separate these a little bit more. Make them like they're sticking out a little bit, but not really. See how they are? We're going to have to round that off. There's a little brown mark, but that won't matter because when we paint this, that will be black anyway, so that won't make any difference. Okay, the other thing you want to do is separate it at the very, very top here. Okay, where you see it. So it's going to be a little triangular cut. 1, 2, and that will give it some depth. More depth than I wanted, but it will be alright. I just need to undercut that a little further. Oops, sorry about that. Cut that a little bit further. Just like so. Okay, so we have his feet coming out pretty good. And what you want to do also, folks, is you want to go back and recut and just make it a little deeper where it meets underneath the coat. See how I have that little V cut? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to round the bottom of the shoes off just a little bit. Just like so. And this one up here. A little bit long, but you get the idea. Alright, so there's the shoe. The shoes. Okay.